Drunk driving has long been one of the leading causes of vehicular deaths in Michigan, but a recent demonstration by the Southfield Police Department hopes to stem that tide. Southfield High School was the site of a recent community program conducted by the Southfield Police, Fire Department, and City Attorney's Office. The presentation was designed to highlight the dangers of drunk driving.
We have an inside presentation, which is awesome. We get some dynamic speakers. This year we had an assistant city attorney, Dawn King. We had a private attorney, Markeisha Washington. They talk about the legal problems involved in the situation, some of the ramifications that kids seem to forget. We also had police officers describing both how impairment works in your system and the fact that it's nearly impossible to concentrate on two things at once.
I participated in the event last year with Officer Wombly, and last year what happened was he contacted me actually through a mutual friend. I expressed to a friend that I was interested in speaking with students about the consequences of drunk driving, and coincidentally happened to be right around the time that Officer Wombly was putting together this program. So I had the opportunity to participate last year, and here I am again this year. It's important to me because I feel that students should understand that there are consequences to drinking alcohol. I believe the media puts an unrealistic idea on what can happen with alcohol, but I believe that it's very important to teach individuals, especially young individuals, that it can have devastating effects on their life by drinking.
Well, I was actually asked by the school liaison officer, Officer Wamble, to come and help. My job at the police department is I investigate the fatal car crashes, and I also review most of the drunk driving arrests that happen here in the city. Getting that information out to to our high school students, is going to help us, and help them, realize what's going on out here.
In addition to lectures from area law enforcement, the program included a mock car crash caused by a drunk driver, requiring the injured person to be treated by Southfield paramedics and then airlifted to a hospital by Beaumont 1 Critical Care Air Transport.
So inside, as I said, we tell them about the ramifications of doing something like this. Outside, we show them a dramatic recreation of an accident scene. We've got two wrecked vehicles. We use professional moulage makeup, so these children actually look injured. I don't know if you were able to catch some of that, but there's some pretty good wounds on those kids. And that's what we do. We show them what it takes to cut somebody out of a vehicle. It isn't a small operation. It isn't a small thing. We do field sobriety tests through the police department on what appears to be an intoxicated driver. This year we were able to have a funeral home come out. We actually placed a dead patient in the back of a hearse. That's a little dramatic for the friends. And then Beaumont got involved, and they brought their helicopter to the scene and showed what it would take for a critically injured patient to be transported from an accident scene directly to a trauma center. So we put all of that together in about a half hour.
The program was particularly timely because the early summer marks the prom season, where many young people often make bad decisions regarding alcohol. Organizers hope that the program would help young people to avoid making poor choices behind the wheel.
Right now it's the end of the school year. Graduation is coming. Prom is here. This is the time when these students are going to be, these decisions are going to be brought to them the most. Whether or not I should be drinking with my friends, whether or not I should, be using some other type of illegal drugs with my friends, and this is when the peer pressure comes in. We need to make sure that we impress upon them, that they need to make the right decisions, the healthy decisions for themselves and everybody else that's involved.
If I can have one person second guess making that poor choice behind the wheel and make the right choice of not drinking and driving, that's my objective. Prom season, it's all about right now. They're only thinking about right now, and we need to let them know that choices that they make today have consequences for the rest of their life.
To learn more about upcoming community programs organized by the police department, call area code 248-796-5500.